Hey Hatchet members, welcome to your Thursday workout. So we're going to jump in and we're only going to do 1 minute of cardio here, opposed to our 2 minutes that we did earlier in the week. So pick something that's just really accessible. If you have a rower, that's great. Again, double unders, burpees, jumping jacks, anything that's going to get that heart rate up. Then we're going to go into three sets of 30 seconds of 2 movements. The first movement will just be dumbbell strict press. Hopefully you have a pair of dumbbells that are light enough. If you don't, you can make this dumbbell push press. So we have to remember the strict press, legs tight, butt tight, belly tight, strict press up overhead. Like so, elbows locked out, stacked over top of the shoulders, all that jazz. So just 30 seconds straight, and then you immediately go into 30 seconds of goblet squats. If you have a heavier bell, you can grab one here or just use the same bell. Goblet squat, elbows are tucked in, supported in this position here, crease it below the top of the knee. So that's 3 sets, 30 and 30, 30 and 30, 30 and 30. Then you're going to go into part 3 of the warm-up, which is just a little bit of an ab activation drill. It's going to be 1 minute of just as many alternating V-ups as you possibly can. So we have to remember an alternating V-up is a foundational movement of the whole body position. So low back on the floor, we're in this concave position. She's going to bring one leg up and touch it with the opposite hand, and then other leg up and touch it with the opposite hand. And you're just going to rotate through for a minute. Don't worry about slamming this. You don't have to go for the entire minute. It's just an activation piece, so don't treat it as a strength. Speaking of strength, we're going to go into a push-pull strength for the day. So you're going to need a pair of dumbbells. If you have a heavier pair, that's going to be a little bit more advantageous to the stimulus you're looking for today. If you don't worry about it. Just do your best. So it's going to be a 12-minute EMOM, and you're going to have 2 stations. Minute 1 and then minute 2. Minute 1, you're going to do 5 deadlifts with your dumbbells. So we have to remember that it's a hip hinge style movement, not a squat. So we break at the hips, the butt goes backwards, the torso comes forward, there's a slight bend in the knee, all of the tension is on the hamstrings, butt, and low back. So you're going to do 5 reps there, and then we're going to put the bells on the floor, and we're going to do 5 up downs with the dumbbells. So she's going to do a burpee without touching her chest to the floor, and just stand up with the bells at her side. Like so. Perfect. So on minute 1, you do 5 deadlifts and 5 dumbbell up downs. On minute 2, you do 15 dumbbell bent rows. You get to change the bells here, the lighter bells, that's fine. So you're going to hinge over, soft bend in the knee. She's going to row the bells up by tucking them close to her body and then extend back down. Try to avoid doing the old body builder pump. She doesn't have to demo that. Exactly. Try to avoid doing that. So that's a 12-minute EMOM. That'll be 6 sets of each movement. Give yourself a little bit of a break, and then we're going to go into a longer, pretty serious Metcon here, but it's going to be on a time domain. So this is going to be every 2 minutes for 16 minutes. You're going to do 20 alternating dumbbell snatches and 12 lateral burpees over top of your dumbbells. Let's go over that dumbbell snatch. So you have to remember, a dumbbell snatch can be kind of aggressive on the low back, so if that is you, you have to remember to bring your butt down in more of a squat-like position, and that's going to make it more difficult, but it's going to protect your back and keep you safe, so that's number 1. So she's going to grab that bell. You have to remember quarter extremity power, so very explosively, she's going to pull that bell up overhead until that bell is locked out, and the elbow stacked at the top of the shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. She's going to bring it back down, switch hands, and then pop it back up. Now, you're under time restraint in this one, so we're going to try to cycle that bell quickly, like so. She's going to the CrossFit Games. Then, the next portion here is immediately going to be 12 burpees laterally over top of this dumbbell. You want to murder these. You want to try to go as fast as you possibly can to give yourself a huge chunk of rest at the end. So, that's going to look like so. Chest touches the floor, she pops up and jumps laterally over top. Try to finish these super quick to give yourself that rest and relax. So every 2 minutes for 16 minutes, so that'll be 8 sets total, 20 snatches, and 12 burpees laterally over top of the dumbbells. Your score will be the slowest score out of those 8 sets. So try not to come out too hot, keep yourself consistent across the board. Post that score in the comments, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.